Life can be tough sometimes, and we also make it harder than it has to be by refusing help. Learning to receive graciously can be a really big part of increasing our mental well-being and staying in a happy headspace. But let's talk about how it can be hard to ask for help for a multitude of reasons. And some people are experts at asking for help. So if you're one of those people, my goodness, well done. For the rest of us, here's some reasons why we struggle. We might not know who to ask or what to ask. We haven't even identified the need. We just know that we're struggling for whatever reason. And another reason, too, we're afraid of rejection. We're already hurting, and we know that if we reach out and get rejected, it's just going to hurt more. So better to suffer in silence than risk being rejected. Or number 3, we feel like we're a failure if we need help. Like we should be able to do, process, or complete everything all on our own all the time. Or lastly, number 4, we simply don't trust others to be of any help. It's like the old saying, if you want something done, do it yourself. And of course, there's many other reasons for why it's difficult to ask for help, but these or variations of these are some of the big reasons why we're sometimes reluctant to reach out and ask other people for support, even if we may really need it. Personally, I grew up with a single mother who was fiercely independent, and she always tried to do everything on her own. She did get some support from extended family, but for the most part, she was raising 8 kids completely on her own. And she almost never asked anyone for anything. In fact, even in her very difficult situation, she was actually looking for and finding ways to help others. And I do admire her for that. She raised me to be very independent, but she also inadvertently taught me that it's not okay to ask for help. That it's somehow shameful or weak to not be able to do things on your own. Now, I realized she was doing her best and she really didn't have that much help available. So I don't fault her, but she was in survival. And I'm really grateful that I'm now finally learning that it's okay to give and receive. I don't always have to be the giver. I don't have to be superwoman. And in fact, others often enjoy the opportunity to be able to use their gifts and their talents to serve and support others, including me. And here's the key to healthy giving and receiving. Don't force people to be what they can't be. But do identify what the people in your life are good at and utilize their gifts appropriately if they're willing to share them. And of course, offer your own gifts in loving reciprocity. We're all good at different things. We're all here to be able to give and receive. Here's an example. I have a friend who's just really gifted at taking complex issues, and she has this magical way of verbally walking me through a messy situation and distilling it down to its constituent parts, just creating simplicity in a really healing and clarifying way. So that's who I call when I feel like there's something weird going on in a situation that I just can't make any sense of. And I'm like, what's going on here? And I'm genuinely confused. I'll call her and she listens, and then she spells it back to me in a way that's like, oh my gosh, duh, of course that's what's going on. Why didn't I see that before? It's just a gift she has. I have another friend who is super direct and honest. And I will call her if I want a really blunt, honest opinion about a situation. Like if I need to know, am I the problem here? Is there something I'm not seeing? She will tell me the truth, whether it's something I want to hear or not. She does it in a kind way, but very direct. And sometimes I need a straight up reality check. But if I don't want that, then I don't call her just to vent, because while she's a great problem solver, it's not her personality or skill set to just listen to me endlessly complain about something. And she's also a busy CEO. So while I know she does love and care about me, I also know she has time limitations that I need to respect. I also have a mentor who I call for business and professional advice because he has a lot of experience in running a multi-million-dollar company. He's a kind person, but he doesn't take any BS. So if I feel like I'm being gaslit, I'll call him and he'll tell me what's up. And there have been multiple times where he saved me from a lot of headache by simply pointing out, hey, Beck, you're being gaslit and here's what you can do about it. I mean, he's great for that. And if you feel like you don't have these kinds of resources or friends in your life, put it out there energetically that you're open to that and that you want a support system. I really believe we live in a benevolent universe that hears the prayers of our hearts. And by the same token, be willing to be a support system for someone else too. Maybe it starts with you. Maybe there's a lot of people around you who don't feel supported and you can be that friend. What goes around comes around. But let's keep in mind that yelling at an orange for not being a pear is nonsense. Love your friends and your family for what they have to offer instead of hating them for what they don't. Celebrate them for what they're good at instead of criticizing them for where they're not, because nobody's good at everything. We all have our gifts and our limitations. Energy flows where attention goes. So when you see the good in others, they're more likely to shine for you. I'm Beck Sato. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you soon. Love you.